Hello, I'm Christian Presley.
And I'm Wes Beverly, and this is Yorktown Student News. In our first story, a United States engineering company is finalizing tests on a robotic sheepdog. That's right, this robo-dog will emulate its biological counterpart in nearly every way. More importantly, the robot will be able to navigate difficult mountainous terrain. The company's CEO states, "The age of autonomous robot is upon us." But I believe the real question consumers want answered is, do these robo-dogs come potty trained? Christian?
Thanks, Wes. Speaking of exotic animals, we're going to go up to our neighbors up north for our next story. Police in Oklahoma said officers who responded to a report of an alligator wandering in a residential neighborhood ended up catching something no less unusual, a tegu lizard. The Oklahoma City Police Department said an officer responded to a neighborhood in the southeast part of the city after a caller reported their children had spotted an alligator playing outside. This is a real-life quote from the department, which said, quote, "What in the Joe Exotic is going on in OKC? Last week it was snakes, this week it's more critters," end quote. This reporter would like to add a joke to the story, but in this case, I really think that truth is stranger than fiction. Wes?
Lizards, alligators, and tigers. Oh my. In another story, Virginia police have reported a break in the case of the watermelon bandits. An arrest was made of two of the men believed to be wearing watermelons as masks during the robbery of a grocery store that occurred earlier this month. It has not been confirmed, but one can only assume detectives followed the seed trail from the store to the suspects' homes.
Thanks, Wes. Sounds like they should have went with seedless. For our next story, you've heard it said that art is subjective. Well, the newest debate is what makes a banana worth $120,000. You heard that right. A banana was duct taped to a wall by an Italian artist, which was on display at an art gallery in Miami Beach. This piece sold for $120,000 and is considered by some a bargain. This is because another artist had taped a banana to the wall, which is going for $150,000. In unrelated news, I am proud to announce that my college is officially totally paid for. I recently nailed an orange to my wall and am selling it on eBay for a cool $80,000. You can check out my eBay page, which is listed in the description below, and I accept Bitcoin, Cash App, and cool hard cash. Now, with all that being said, we're going to throw it over to Benjamin Fall for sports. Ben?
Thanks, guys. So, with all the sports having to change the way they practice, we've seen some social distance practicing, some no practice at all, and then we've seen some virtual practice. So as you can see beside me, we are currently witnessing Wii Sports. And so we've seen boxers pull out their old Wiis and start practicing against the AI. So currently they're all trying to beat Mac, who is the reigning champion, and no one can beat him because of how good he is. And so hopefully after this quarantine, we'll see some victor against Mac. Now whether or not this is actually helping their skills is yet to be seen, but it's keeping kids entertained all across the globe. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ben. I don't know how you do it. Now we're going to send it over to Davina, our YSN correspondent. Davina?
Thanks, guys. So what's up, Yorktown students? Today I'm here with my friend Aubrey. Aubrey, thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
So our Bible reading plan through John has been pretty great, and I know I've definitely learned a lot from it, and I'm pretty sure you have too. What are some things that really stuck out to you while you were reading?
I learned that each chapter has a meaning. It's not just stories about Jesus combined randomly. There's a meaning behind John and every other book in the Bible.
That's great. That's a really good observation. I think that's something we can definitely take into all the other books that we're going to be reading through the Bible. So, Aubrey, how do you think that you could apply what you learned from this study?
I could definitely apply patience. We don't always know how or when God's working, and we just have to be patient. As Davina said last week in John 11, Mary was upset that Jesus showed up too late, but Jesus was still working. He used it as an opportunity to show that he's still there and always going to be there.
That's great. I really think that's something we could all learn from right now. So thank you, Aubrey. That's all we've got for you today. For now, I'm going to send it back to the studio to Christian and Wes. Guys?
Thanks, Davina. As always, that was fantastic. Now we're going to throw it over to our Yorktown Students Band, who's going to lead us in a song of worship.
Were creation suddenly articulate with 1,000 tongues to lift one cry, and from north to south and east to west, we'd hear Christ be magnified. The whole earth echoing His eminence, His name would burst from sea to sky, from rivers to the mountain tops. We hear Christ be magnified. Oh, Christ be magnified. Let His praise arise. Christ be magnified in me. Oh, Christ be magnified from the altar of my life. Christ be magnified in me. When every creature finds its inmost melody, and every human heart its native cry, in one enraptured hymn of praise, we'll sing Christ be magnified. Oh, be lifted high, Jesus. Oh, Christ be magnified.
Thanks, guys. Now we're going to end our newscast with an uplifting story. 8-month-old Lucas Pearson has a health condition that makes him more susceptible to the coronavirus. Consequently, to protect him, his parents use delivery services to order groceries and special supplies. While dropping off a package, one delivery driver was caught on video by the family's digital doorbell, pausing to say a short prayer. The family posted the video and it quickly became a viral sensation, which inspired many to feel hope and compassion. Here at YSN, we feel that this is a wonderful example of the positive influence that prayer brings. This week's challenge for you is to reach out to someone and remind them that you are praying for them. It can be as simple as calling a friend or family member and saying, "Hey, I just want to let you know that I'm praying for you. Is there anything specific I can be praying for?" Wouldn't you like to hear that from someone this week? Well, this is your opportunity to be that blessing for someone else.
And that has been your YSN News Update. Until next time, I'm Wes Beverly.
And I'm Christian Presley. Stay classy, Corpus Christi.